Welcome everybody. I'm here. I just finished installing or preloading the files for the Fallout 76 beta. It is not at the time of recording. It's not yet out on PC. We cannot play the beta, but we do have the files preloaded. So this is just a quick video. I'm gonna, it may be a quick video, maybe a long video. I'm gonna explore the game files to see, try to get some initial impressions of what potential modding, if any, could look like. So I'm doing this I just finished installing, so I haven't opened the folder yet. I'm in the path, my C drive, my program files, the Bethesda.net launcher, the games, and then Fallout 76 right here. The only game I have installed via the Bethesda.net launcher. So I haven't opened it up yet. I'm really excited to find out what it is. It's kind of like an unboxing of game files, I guess, kind of thing, which is interesting. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. I don't know what this is going to be, so let's take a look. Okay, downloads. All right, interesting. What? Okay, they all say temp. I'm guessing that's temporary. Okay, let's try the first one. Locales. Ooh, hello. Pack files. Not familiar with pack files. Oh, they're language packs. I'm dumb. Language pack files. Okay, language pack files. Let's see what the next one is. I'm guessing, I don't know what the structure is going to change. You know, the Ubisoft launcher does the same thing with games. They have kind of a weird numbering system. I don't know what these numbers mean, but they have kind of a weird numbering system. I don't know what these numbers mean. 2937, I don't know. They have kind of a weird numbering system. Okay. All right, this is looking a bit more familiar. Crash reporter, Chromium renderer. Chromium. I'll have to do some research about what that is. Got some ini files here. Looks like some graphics configurations. Let's check it out with the load. Oh no, that's not ready to look at yet. Okay. Let's try. I don't have Notepad++ on here. Okay, interesting. Not really legible at the moment. All right, not sure why that's the case. But those are gonna be your graphics settings. Low, medium, ultra. There's high. Decompiler, D3D decompiler, DevTools, okay, another pack file. Probably a couple of things. All right, VC runtime. Okay, let's open the. Okay, another more decompiler files. Let's check the data folder, the real interesting stuff. Here we go. Ooh, 76.esm. Interesting. Now this is a familiar file for modders out there. This is something we've seen before. These are master files. The game uses these like your DLCs for Fallout 4 all master files. The base Fallout 4 game has a master file. These, the master file itself, moddable is not the right word. You don't really want to edit a vanilla master file. You can, you don't want to, but you can load these. And this is the foundation. This ESM, whenever mods become available or whenever that becomes a reality for Fallout 76, this will be the building block. I'm curious. Let's see if we can open it with XEdit. Open with more apps. No. Let's browse. Going to, I think, where did I put it? It's a great question. Where did I put my XEdit stuff? I don't know. But either way, let's see if we can actually open it with the creation kit, the Fallout 4 creation kit. I don't think anything will happen. Let's try. Okay, so there's the creation kit.exe. Let's see what happens if I try to open the Fallout 76.esm with the creation kit exe. And okay, we're loading. That's at least something. Ooh, hello. See, okay. So the creation kit, the creation kit that comes with Fallout 4, or well, that you can install with Fallout 4, is not meant, is path to use Fallout 4 files, is not meant to use, I wonder if I can, like, no. It wants you to pick from these data files, so it won't let me browse to a different, maybe it will, actually. Nope, yep. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, can't quite open it with the creation kit just yet. Let's go back. Oops. Alright. Let's check out the video folder. These, ooh, intro, main menu loop, Atom Shop. What? I don't think VLC can open try VLC. I don't think it'll... Yeah, it's meant to, these BK2 files are meant to be read by the game, and I'm not aware of a decompiler for them, but these are going to be the video files that show up in game. The BGS logo, the intro, and the main menu. Oh, the Atom Shop. I know what that is. That's like the new in-game currency. So these are probably all videos that'll be showed, or menu sort of title screen things that'll be shown when you're in the menus of the game. Appalachia.btd. I'm also not familiar with the BTD file, unless it's an LOD file that might be. So assets are one of the things that I'm very inexperienced with in terms of Fallout modding. I'm familiar with quite a few files like BGSM, DDS, and NIF files and all that good stuff, and you know, those kind of files. But LOD files, not really my thing. I'm guessing this has something to do with LOD. So at the moment, I don't have anything that can open a BTD file. But let's go back, see what's in this one. Here we go, BA2 files. That's something we're also familiar with. BA2 is the archive that Bethesda uses to store all of their files in one place. Let's see if let's try to open one of these. Let's go with ATX main. Let's go. There's not a scripts file. That's the one I want to open. I don't see a scripts one. Textures, voices. Well, let's see if we can open up textures. Open with, I gotta find my Bethesda archive extract. Actually, I should just be able to... Okay, I haven't set it as the default yet. That's fine. Where'd I put it? I think I put it on my D drive. Probably over here, maybe? Modding bay? There we go. Okay. Nope. Open file. This PC, C drive, program files. Where is it? Bethesda.net launcher. Games, Fallout 76, downloads was under the third one, temp, data, textures 01, let's open that. Oh, nothing. Okay. So, the Bethesda Archive Extractor, fantastic stuff, a great mod that is pretty much necessary for modding Fallout 4 assets. Actually anything, really, not even just assets, but a really good tool, but apparently not yet running on the Fallout 76 BA2 files. I'm not entirely sure why that is initially. My guess is something about the, I doubt they're encrypted. These BA2 files are encrypted, but just something about the way they're structured makes Bay, Bay is probably looking for a familiar way to decompile, or to break apart these archives, and something about this new structure that they're using, Bay just probably isn't aware of. But interesting. So what this shows me initially is that they're storing game files on our machine. I had thought that maybe when logging into a game, you would connect to a server, and then you would access the assets on their servers. But no, it turns out a lot of assets, if not all, are going to be stored on your machine, which is interesting. Now, what you don't see here, and this makes sense. You don't see an exe file. You don't see an well, I guess we haven't found one yet, and that's because they're not ready for us to launch the game yet. Or you don't see a Fallout 76 exe file. You see, I'm gonna guess that the Fallout 76 exe is gonna go in here. That's my theory. And these application extensions, either that or it goes with another decompiler exe that we don't have, but this, we can click it, yeah. So, yeah, that's not gonna work without the, without probably some other DLLs that we need. Okay, but interesting stuff. Let's go to the last, let's see, I'm looking to see if it would JSON file. Okay, vendor settings. That probably, I'm gonna guess that actually doesn't have to do with like in-game vendors. I'm gonna guess that this vendor settings file is a vendor for, that they're using for probably maybe the networking part of the game. I'm not sure. A lot of kind of unfamiliarities at the moment. I mean, the only thing that looks very familiar is these BA2 files and the ESM files. So at the moment, I'm not saying, ooh, hello. Oh, new version of Java, gotta update that. Hello. Oh, it's brutal. Okay, so for those of you who are maybe unfamiliar with modding on the PC, your ini file is what governs like your game settings, and it lets you tweak a lot of game settings. In Fallout 4, for example, you can tweak all sorts of stuff. Mostly, a lot of which are graphically or interface related. There's a couple of different ones, like changing timescale can be done through the any settings. But as you can see, the Fallout 76 one, kind of illegible. For reference, let's compare that to the Fallout 4 one. Just so you guys can see the comparison of what an any file normally looks like. As you can see, there's going to be some differences. Oh, wrong place. Oh wait, also, nope, totally wrong place. Here's what any setting normally looks like. It has very clear, you know, fields and values that go with it. You've got, you know, for example, let's just find something that I know. So here's your game resolution. In my case, 1920 by 1080. I'm running borderless on, full screen off. So any settings are a lot. They cover a lot of different game settings. If you're familiar with the Creation Kit, a lot of these same game settings can be changed through the, I think it's literally the Game tab on the Creation Kit, on the top row of the Creation Kit. I think a lot of these can be done there. So I think it kind of makes sense that Bethesda is not wanting us to have access to this any file, or these any files right away, because they don't want us messing around with these values for a lot of different reasons. So anyway, so that makes sense that we can't really see them yet. Now I don't know if once we get the full, now this is just preloaded files. We don't have all the files yet on PC. We don't have all the files because the beta hasn't opened for us. We just have, we only have what they've given us so far, which is missing, as you can see, quite a bit. Okay, so here we are back in the Fallout 76 directory. An interesting structure, file structure here, and it looks like there's a lot of different interrelating folders. Your main one, this data folder, normally in all modding Bethesda games beforehand, your mods and stuff would go in here, but now it looks like that's broken up a little bit. It looks like, you know, we saw that the data folder's here with the main ESM, and then the BA2 files, the archives, are in another, like this folder way down here. Now this may all get moved around by the time that we actually get the beta on the PC, but I did want to make a very quick video just to see maybe what modding might look like. So based on what we've seen so far, or what I've seen from this so far, modding will be limited to, at the outset of the game, at the very start of the beta, will be limited to very hacky, and I don't mean that in like the negative way, but like very hacky type modding, like breaking whatever sort of encoding or file settings they have, like for the BA2 files. If someone much more talented than I am certainly not the end-all be-all to mod authors out there, but not even by a long shot. If someone with like the people who create the Bethesda Archive Extractor tool, if they come out, or if they figure out a way to check out these, to crack open how these archives are structured, these new archives are structured, then it'll be really interesting. I was really hoping that we could use the Bethesda Archive Extractor to see what was in here, but as you saw, it did not want to load them. But I have a feeling that all of the files that we're going to see inside these archives are very common files that we've experienced with Fallout 4, like texture files and PSC and PEX files for scripts, and all stuff that we're very used to seeing, and like WAV files for voices, and DDS files for textures, all sorts of things, and BGSM files for materials, NIF files for meshes, just all sorts of stuff that we're kind of used to seeing. But the key is going to be getting into these BA2 files beforehand. Now I don't know, say hypothetically, a modder is able to break open these BA2 files, the Bethesda Archive Extractor can be updated to access these archives and extract the raw files. What I don't know is if we modify those raw files. We don't, at the moment, because of the any settings, we can't really read them. We don't have a way to tell the game to prefer to use the, it's called old, or usually it's called like old files or loose files, to use the loose files as opposed to the archives. So the game may default to using these archives instead of loose files that we might edit. Now, I'm conflicted because I'm wondering, what if I made, but the structure wouldn't be the same, so that wouldn't work. I was thinking about, you know, I could make a BA2 file that has, but I don't know what's in it. Yeah. Probably wouldn't work too well. I was thinking maybe you could replace some, you could rename, you could make a BA2 file with the Fallout 4 creation kit or archive 2 for the Fallout 4, make a new BA2 file, change some stuff in it, you don't really know what because we can't look inside them, and then name it the same thing and put it back in this path. And I'm wondering if you would see a change in game. Probably you'd see, you know, like if I made a blank BA2 file and put it back in here, you'd probably see a whole bunch of missing textures or stuff like that if the game were to load it. What I'm thinking is that the server end of things runs like a check and checks to see if your BA2 files have been modified, or to make sure that their contents or their maybe header flags match the files that Bethesda has on their like master server, so to speak. Runs a check on them to see, you know, just to make sure that your files are all the same. And if you don't have matching files, it just won't let you play. I don't know yet. We don't have the beta yet on PC, so we can't really test that quite yet. When it comes out, I'm sure there'll be a lot of mod authors like myself who are interested in this sort of thing. And as soon as I saw that I could preload the files, I immediately wanted to dive into them and explore. And I'm glad that I was able to show you guys this as well, for those of you who are playing it on Xbox and are curious about what the files look like and what's going on in the back end. Or for if you're a mod author watching this video, I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm sure you probably have much more experience with like back files, and you probably have some insight that I'm not able to provide. So if you want to share that in the comment section or with me personally, please, I'd love to talk about this. I'm really interested in the possibilities that this holds right out the gate. So I'm gonna guess these are all language packs. Yeah, they for sure are all language packs. But anyway, so okay, I hope this was interesting. Looks like modding is gonna be limited for the very start, if possible at all. The first thing that I'm predicting that one of the first things that will happen in the modding community is Bethesda Archive Extractor will be updated to access these files. That's probably my first guess, is the team behind that will update it to figure out how to open up these files with the Archive Extractor. And as soon as that happens, a lot of possibilities can take place. And we know that they have their usual ESM structure going on. And if I could find my XEdit, I would open it up in XEdit and take a look. And I may do that real quick and see what I can do, and I might cut the video. Yeah, actually, yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go get XEdit open. I'll cut the video, but I'm gonna go get XEdit open and see if we can open the 76.esm. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I had to go get XEdit. I didn't realize I didn't have it on this machine. But anyway, I have XEdit on this machine now, and I know that this might be an issue, but so we know a couple of things. We know that the prefix, or the name that Bethesda is going with for the ESM file is 76 spelled out. So let's go find that real quick. Yeah, 76 spelled out in words.esm. And normally the way XEdit works is, and this is very basic, I'm not at all an expert with XEdit. In fact, I prefer to use the creation kit over XEdit just as a personal preference. So this is probably a terrible way of going about this. But again, if you're a mod author and you would like to share your insight, please. Where is it? Modding. Basically, you rename XEdit to match whatever game you want to mod, so like Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Skyrim, SSE, all sorts of stuff, or just Skyrim.exe to run it. So let's try again to open up that. Let's try to open up the. Where to go? Let's try to open up the ESM with XEdit and see what happens. Let's browse. Go to where I installed it. Oh, wrong one. Okay. I don't think it'll work, but let's see. No. Yeah. No, this is all Fallout 4 stuff. Yeah, it's looking for Fallout 4 stuff. It's under FO4 edit right now. Probably because it doesn't like the name. So, okay, there you have it. FO4 edit or XEdit is not yet configured to support Fallout 76, which makes sense. They don't have the hard-coded files you need. So I'm going to rename this back to FO4 edit. But we tried. And again, if two big things can happen in the modding community, then that'll change how modding looks for 76. The Bethesda Archive Extractor, once it is able to read those BA2 files, that's big. And then once XEdit is able to read the ESM file, also big. And that'll be exactly what we need to get started modding. And whether or not that lets you play the game live, I don't know. I'm going to guess not. I'm going to guess hypothetically, if you could replace a file that comes with Fallout 76 with a modded one, a modded archive, there's going to be a check on the back end that, unless you do some creative hacking, the check on the back end will not. And I'm not saying you should. I'm saying don't do this. But I'm guessing it won't let you play. Just because you've modified the files, and it's going to compare it to a master list, and it'll say, oh, you've modified the files, or the files have been modified one way or the other. The files have been modified, and so you're just not going to be able to log on, because you know that would be cheating basically, and that'd be bad and not good. Don't do it. So that's what the files look like so far, everybody. So this is what comes with Fallout 76. So far on the PC. When the beta actually starts for PC and we're able to play, this whole structure might look completely different. So that'll be something to revisit when the time comes and explore. And if any new modding related developments are heard, you will find it here. So I'm gonna cover that as soon as we get the full access to the files and can actually have the exe and play the game. And see what all we can mess around with. So look forward to that and enjoy the beta, everybody. I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope to see you all out there. So thanks again for watching. And if you have any thoughts or feedback, especially if you're a mod author, I really would love to hear from you, because again, certainly not by any means proficient at this stuff, and I have a very introductory knowledge. So if you have insight and you would like to provide it, I'd love to talk about this. I'm really interested in what this could look like. It's a new frontier, modding for online Fallout games, so we can be on the forefront of all this stuff together, guys. So thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this was interesting, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.